The blessed month of Dhul-Hijjah is fast approaching, and many of you will either have loved ones who will be making Hajj or are fortunate to be able to go yourselves this year. The most pressing worry we have for this trip is obviously, will my Hajj be accepted? With that in mind, we put together all the rules of Hajj and Umrah into a simple guide to ensure you perform this spiritual obligation correctly. Please note that the below is a list of steps for Hajj Tamattu, the Hajj which most pilgrims perform, where they end their ihram after the first sa'i and then resume it on the 8th of Dhul-Hijjah. This article is part 2 of the Hajj guide, which begins on 8th Dhul-Hijjah, when pilgrims travel to Mina. Please read part 1 for details of how to perform Umrah, beginning when you enter into ihram before arriving in Makkah. Without further ado, let's begin. Step 6. Ihram in Mina. On 8th Dhul-Hijjah, before traveling to Mina, you must resume your ihram again at your hotels. See previous article for the rules of ihram, and make the intention for Hajj, Allahumma labbaika hajja. See dua in Arabic. Throughout the day, you must also recite the talbiyah now and then. Go to Mina before Dhuhr, midday, and stay there until after Fajr on the 9th of Dhul-Hijjah. While in Mina, you will shorten your Dhuhr, Asr and Isha prayers into 2 rakats, but don't combine any of the prayers. You will leave Mina after sunrise on 9th Dhul-Hijjah. Step 7. Arafat. The day of Arafah is the most important day of the year, even if you are not performing Hajj, and for that reason we have written a separate article about the blessings of Arafah. What do you do at Arafat? 1. In Arafat, on 9th Dhul-Hijjah, you will pray Dhuhr and Asr, combining and shortening the prayers, preferably in congregation. 2. Make as much dua and repentance as you can, facing the Qibla and raising your hands. We have compiled a list of beneficial duas you may want to make, but the best dua to make on the day of Arafat is the one written below. 3. After sunset, leave Arafat and go to Muzdalifah. Continue reciting the talbiyah. Step 8. Muzdalifah. What do you do at Muzdalifah? 1. At Muzdalifah, combine your Maghrib and Isha prayers, shortening the Isha prayer. 2. Pick 7 small stones from Muzdalifah for stoning the large Jamara, pillar, tomorrow. 3. On waking up, pray Fajr as early as possible. 4. After Fajr, it is recommended to make dua standing and facing the Qibla with your hands raised, until the morning light is widespread. 5. Leave Muzdalifah to go to Mina little before sunrise. Step 9. Jamarat and Qurbani. 1. At Mina, throw stones at the large Jamara only, one at a time. 2. Say Allahu Akbar each time you throw a stone. 3. After the stoning, an animal will be sacrificed in your name. The deadline for Qurbani is sunset on 13th Dhul-Hijjah. You will usually receive a text when your Qurbani is done. 4. After Qurbani, men must cut or shave their hair. Women must cut a fingertip's length of hair. Men must resume wearing normal clothes. Step 9. The days of Tashriq. 11th 13th Dhul-Hijjah are known as the days of Tashriq, and it is recommended to recite the Eid Takbir throughout these days. What do you do in the days of Tashriq? 1. Go to Makkah and perform Tawaf al-Ifadah, circling the Kaaba 7 times, praying at Maqam Ibrahim and drinking Zamzam water from the well of Zamzam. 2. Perform Sa'i just as you did earlier on. 3. Return to Mina and spend the night. You can stay in Mina for either 2 or 3 days, until the 12th or 13th of Dhul-Hijjah. You must collect 21 stones for each day you stone the Jamarat. 4. Stone the 3 Jamarat each day after midday. You may want to wait until Asr time, when it is cooler. 5. If you are leaving on 12th Dhul-Hijjah, you must stone the Jamarat after midday. If you cannot, you must stay one more night and stone them on the 13th before leaving. Finally, you have one last step, to perform the Tawaf al-Wida, the farewell Tawaf. This simply means circling the Kaaba for the last time before leaving Makkah. This should be your final action before leaving Makkah. You have now completed Hajj. Here is a quick summary of part 2 of this Hajj series. You have resumed Iqra, prayed in Mina, Arafat and Muzdalifah, stoned the large Jamara and given Qurbani, performed Tawaf and Sa'i again, stoned the Jamarat at Mina, and performed your farewell Tawaf. Please read our blog on the essential du'as for Hajj which you may wish to memorize. You can also watch our Hajj documentary series The Prophetic Steps, filmed in Makkah, to learn more about the different steps of Hajj, including the history of the Kaaba itself.